Yeah, it's gumbo time! This is a Louisiana staple that I can't wait to make with you. So what is gumbo exactly?
Gumbo is a traditional stew that people in Louisiana often make. Gumbo is usually served over a bowl of rice, which is how I like to eat it, and we have it at the beginning of the meal like an appetizer. So let's dive in and make this delicious traditional stew.
Let's prep the ingredients.
Onions, bell peppers, and celery. You can't start any Louisiana dish without these basics. I'm also obsessed with garlic, so add a ton of garlic in there too.
So we start with our green pepper, and I like to cut those into quarters and then cut out the stem and seeds. And then we'll do some long chops and then dice it up really fine and put into the bowl. I'm a fan of seasoning as you go, so you'll see me adding salt, pepper, and of course a little slap your mama for spice. Then we'll do the same thing with our celery and prep it by cutting it lengthwise and then chopping it into smaller pieces or like a dice, and then we'll add the seasoning to that as well. And then lastly, we'll do our onions, and again, we're going to chop those down probably more of a dice size for the onions, and add that to the rest of our vegetable seasoning, adding of course salt, pepper, and slap your mama to this as well. Like I said, I love garlic, so I'm going to add at least 4 cloves of garlic here. You can add more, but it depends on whether everyone else likes a lot of garlic.
Today I'm making a chicken and andouille sausage gumbo. In order for it to have that true Louisiana flavor, you have to have the right sausage. Any brand will do as long as the sausage is made in Louisiana. If you get a sausage from any other place, it's not going to have the right flavor and taste.
So we start with 1 pound andouille sausage that we slice lengthwise in half. And then we're going to slice it again lengthwise and then cut into small dice-sized pieces. So we get quarter pieces of this andouille sausage, which is much easier to eat in the stew. I really love to order my sausage from CajunGrocer.com. It's the place I go to for all of my Louisiana products that I can then ship as my own special little care package. Yum! For the chicken, I recommend chicken thighs for the flavor. Prep as you normally would and then chop into small pieces. Of course, season with salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and a little bit of slap your mama. Add a tablespoon of oil to pan, saute garlic for 30 seconds, saute vegetables until they release water, about 7 minutes. Add chicken to saute vegetables and heat on medium until chicken is thoroughly cooked through. Add sausage to pan and heat on medium until caramelized. Alright y'all, let's make that roux.
Gumbo starts with a roux, and it usually involves adding a bit of fat like an oil or butter and mixing it for a long time on medium heat on the stove with flour. Typically you want to get a dark roux, which can take anywhere from 1 hour to 1 hour and 30 minutes of consistent stirring on the stove. I'm going to use roux in a jar to just speed up the time for us a little bit.
Add 4 quarts of water to a tall stock pot. The instructions say add 4 heaping tablespoons of roux to your water. I say measure with your heart. I always add just a little bit more. Mix roux and water by stirring frequently. Heat on medium until boiling. Be sure to stir frequently so that the mixture doesn't boil over. You want it to boil down 50 to 75%, which takes about 30 minutes. And this is what it should look like. Nice color. Now it's time to bring it all together. Let's make the gumbo. Add your chicken, add your sausage and veggies to the gumbo and let it simmer for 1.5 hours. Stir often, and then about 15 minutes before it's done, add your green onions. Oh my goodness, look at that. It is ready. Ta-da! Best served with some rice. Thanks for watching our Vineyard Kitchen. I hope you try this recipe at home because good food should always feel like home.